Good afternoon. I am Technical Sergeant Corey Mina from the 694th Intelligence Support Squadron.
I am Technical Sergeant Tony Witherspoon from the 51st Force Support Squadron, and we'll be your narrators for today's events. On behalf of the 51st Fightermen, we would like to welcome you to the Spring 2016 Community College of the Air Force graduation ceremony.
Please stand for the arrival of our Spring 2016 Community College of the Air Force graduates and remain standing for the posting of the colors, singing of the South Korean National Anthem by Miss Kim Young-ran, followed by the United States National Anthem by Hill 180 and the Invocation by Chaplain Wen.
Colors. Hold. Breathe, Sam. On.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrecked there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Or. On. Colors. Colors turn. March.
Please join me in praying. Almighty and ever-living God, we thank you for the many blessings you have bestowed on us here at Team Osan. We give you thanks for the spring weather, the bird that sings, the flower that blooms, and the mind that learns. This afternoon, we ask for your blessing upon these graduating airmen, the spring class of CCAF graduating class of 2016. We give you thanks for the dedicated teachers and mentors who have had the opportunity to instruct, shape, and share with them in this special journey. Grant each graduate, O Lord, the wisdom to apply themselves to the mission and the challenges that lie ahead. May they rise to every occasion, lead the charge with professionalism and honor. Bless them, O Lord, from this day on, with goodness and love. May they stay true to their dreams, use the gift and degree wisely, and charge into the future with faith, hope, and great love. And we ask this in your holy name, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you to the Osan Honor Guard, Ms. Young Grant, Bill 180, and Chaplain Webb.
We would like to take a moment to recognize our distinguished guests in attendance today.
The Commander and Presiding Officer, 51st Maintenance Group, Colonel Victor Moore.
The Acting Command Chief, 51st Fighter Wing, Chief Master Sergeant James Segabarth.
The Commander, 51st Mission Support Group, Colonel Carl Meisner.
The Commander, 51st Medical Group, Colonel Crystal Murphy.
The Commander, 51st Operations Support Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Jason Jensen.
Representing the Air Force Association is Technical Sergeant Joe Horton.
Thank you to all squadron commanders, civilian leaders, chiefs, first sergeants, supervisors, mentors, and family members for the support and sacrifices that you have made to help each graduate devote so many hours towards reaching this significant educational milestone.
Last but not least, we would like to take a moment to recognize all sponsors highlighted on the back of the program. The 5-6 Council and the Community College of the Air Force coordinators for putting together this celebration, recognizing the efforts and accolades of each graduate. Thank you for your contributions to make today's celebration possible.
The Aerospace Education Foundation, its embargo board, provides monetary grants to selected top enlisted personnel graduation from the Community College of the Air Force. These grants coincide with the Community College of the Air Force graduation ceremonies. The Pittsburgh Awards are endowed by the Aerospace Education Foundation through corporate contributions and donations from the Air Force Association members and chapters. The award grants are awarded to the listed CCAF graduates who plan to pursue a bachelorette degree. The award winners are selected based on academic achievements and extracurricular activities.
Will the Osan Air Force Sergeants Association representative, Technical Sergeant Joe Horton, please come forward for the presentation of the Pittsburgh Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, The award recipients of the William Hitzenberger Awards are
Airman First Class Dean Weichart from the 51st Security Forces Squadron.
Always ready! Defend!
Senior Airman Tanasia Grant from the 7th Air Force.
Staff Sergeant Yelizaveta Berenchuk from the 621st Air Control Squadron.
Technical Sergeant William Saporito Jr. from the 694th Intelligence Support Squadron.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Thank you, Technical Sergeant Horton, and congratulations for the award recipients.
Our guest speaker was selected to speak to you because of his selfless service and commitment to our Air Force. He is a true example of the value of the CCAF degree, as he cannot hold this distinguished position of Chief Master Sergeant without this accomplishment. So for those of you who question the value of this degree, I say to you, think again, as we bring to you a leader who has practiced academic excellence throughout his career. Chief Master Sergeant James Segabar is the group superintendent of the 51st Mission Support League, Osan Air Base, Republic of Korea. As the principal enlisted advisor to the commander, Chief Segabar manages all issues regarding readiness, welfare, morale, and the proper utilization of training for the 2,800 personnel supporting the Air Force's most permanently forward deployed wing, a numbered Air Force, and 20 tenant units. Please review your program for additional insight on his distinguished career and professional accomplishments.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Chief Master Sergeant James Segabarth.
Sorry, I know I came up here a little early. Can you hear me okay on this mic? All right, sounds all right. Thank you, Colonel Mora, distinguished guests, commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, co-workers, family, friends, and most important, today's graduates for having me here with you today. Hi, as he said, my name is Chief Master Sergeant Jim Segabarth, and I am a defender, here to dazzle you with the intellect, charm, and wit that we security forces are known for. Most of which one might expect to include four-letter words, the phrase, "You have the right to remain silent," handcuffs, and stories of heroic firefights outside the wire in Afghanistan with the word "huh" in every sentence. But this won't be that kind of speech. Instead, let me skip that monologue and simply start by taking you back in time for a moment. I recently read the true story of John Stephen Ekwari, an Olympian who in October 1968 found himself in Mexico City, a world away from his hometown of Tanzania in East Africa. He was representing his country in the Summer Olympic Games as a marathon runner. Unfortunately, Ekwari suffered from a fall during the race, and this was not a gentle tumble on a cushioned PT test running track. In fact, he fell so hard on the concrete that he badly cut his right leg and actually dislocated his knee. Medical personnel quickly responded to bandage his wounds, but his dislocated knee would require treatment they couldn't give him there on the city streets. He needed to go to the hospital, but he refused. Against their advice, Ekwari instead stood up and started running down the road behind the rest of the runners. Injured and in pain, he obviously couldn't run his normal pace. Still, he pushed ahead through a combination of jogging, walking, and hobbling. Meanwhile, At 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 26 seconds into the race, Nama Wolde of Ethiopia crossed the finish line, winning the gold medal. Most of the remaining competitors finished within the next few minutes. Agwari was nowhere close. An hour later, the Olympic Stadium had cleared out for the most part. The marathon was the last event of the day and the sun was going down. At over 7,400 feet in altitude, Mexico City was brutal on marathon runners, and 17 of the 74 of those competitors didn't finish the race that day. Agwari, bloodied and injured, was determined not to be one of them. Followed by a police escort and clearly in great pain, Agwari finally arrived and limped his way around the stadium and onto the track, his loosened bandages dangling from his leg. As the remaining crowd cheered in awe and disbelief, John Stephen Agwari crossed the finish line at 3 hours, 25 minutes, and 27 seconds in last place. The few remaining reporters rushed onto the field and asked him why he continued to run in his condition. He responded simply, "My country didn't send me 5,000 miles to start this race. They sent me 5,000 miles to finish it." His dedication earned him the title King Without a Crown, and he is legendary among Olympians. This story inspires people of all walks of life to stay faithful and focused, even in the most difficult of situations. Your dilemma may not have been physical, an injury such as Agwari's, but if you look back, I'm sure you can recall a time or two when you wanted to give up on your goals in life, such as your higher education perhaps. It may be for very good reasons, but you didn't do it. You stayed the course, and you now have reached this tremendous collegiate milestone in spite of those difficulties. I challenge you to continue your educational calling toward a bachelor's, master's, or even higher. Whether you do it for yourself, your family and friends, or for the Air Force, just don't stop here. For decades, the Air Force has supported, if not demanded, our enlisted force pursue higher education. But we still have a long way to go. The latest stats show our senior NCO tier at 53% with associate's degrees, 29% with bachelor's, and 9% with master's. Associates among our NCO tier are 39%, and our airman tier only 5%. The good news is that our numbers are on the rise. In the last 10 years, CCAF grads have gone from 15,000 to 23,000. This boost is more relevant today than ever before with budget cuts, sequestration, and force management efforts to eliminate thousands of personnel from our ranks in recent years, not to mention the recent changes in enlisted promotions. Education is the key to finding new and better ways of accomplishing routine tasks. The Air Force requires innovative thinkers who care enough to pursue change when change is needed. The more classes you take, the broader your critical thinking skills become. And as an added bonus, the more classes you take, the more intelligent your conversations become. And less likely you are to sound like Beavis and Butthead, Johnny Bravo, Homer Simpson, or that crazy guy on Call of the Wild Man. If any of you like that show, I apologize, but I think you'll agree that your coworkers, friends, and family will all likely appreciate the attributes I mentioned. We all have people in our lives whom we love, and hopefully they love us back. And in some cases they do. Most cases they do. Especially when it comes to those closest to us, our families. We show them love through our words and, more importantly, our deeds. We bond with them as only a family can do, and we depend on each other to maintain the highest level of trust and caring. Your family needs you to support them to the utmost of your ability. For some of you, that means taking care of a spouse, a child, or the dog. For others of you, your parents and friends are simply glad that you're no longer living with them, leaching their car, their food, and their oxygen. Whatever your background, whatever your plans, the more education you have, the more options you'll have to support your family, keep your friends happy, and allow someone else the opportunity to leach your car, food, and oxygen because you've secured your future. You've shown self-discipline and reaped the rewards of the opportunities you had with each class to expand your intellect and prepare for what lies ahead. Most of you are younger than me, with a promising future ahead of you. My advice to you is that if for no other reason, you should continue college now to help yourself later. It doesn't get easier to go to school when you get older, get married, have kids, or make rank. Your responsibilities expand while your free time contracts. I was one of those who didn't take higher education seriously until later on in life, because of this, I lost many hours of sleep late at night doing homework while my kids were in bed. And like many people my age, I have fantasized about traveling back in time and giving advice to my younger self. To stop young Jimmy on that street corner and say, break up with her, you idiot. Have you seen she's nicer to the dog than she is to you? Or how about, hey Jimmy, invest in Apple. It's not just a fruit. It's a company that's going places. They're going to reduce that big, oversized boombox you carry around to the size of your palm with something called an iPod. And eliminate that worry that you have of eating your cassette tapes ever again. Or better yet, hey, how about taking a few college classes, bro? But similar to many of you, I doubt my younger self would listen to my words of wisdom. In fact, my younger self would probably miss the entire point and reply with something stupid, like, there's no way you can be me. You're old, you've got gray hair, and you suck at Call of Duty. So to recap, as Stephen Colbert did so eloquently a few years ago during a commencement speech at Northwestern University, I am going to try to give you, who for all intents and purposes are me 25 years ago, some advice that I probably won't get right and you probably won't listen to. So here it goes. You have the right, actually, you have been told to follow your dreams. But what if it's a stupid dream? For instance, Chief Segabarth 25 years ago wanted to be a cowboy, and a truck driver, and a certified public accountant. I had no visions of a wife, kids, military, or a crappy ASVAB score. Today, I'm a middle-aged superintendent with an average income, less than average look, a wife of 23 years, a daughter in college, and a 7th grader who has just way too much energy. And I love it. Because thankfully, dreams can change. If we'd all stuck with our first dream, the world would now be filled with mutant superheroes and Disney ice princesses singing Let It Go at the top of their lungs until our ears bled. So whatever your dream is right now, if you don't achieve it, you haven't failed, and you are not some loser. But just as important, this is the part that I may not get right, and you may not listen to. If you do get your dream, you are not a winner. Now, as I advanced in education and gradually earned promotions, I realized that one of the unwritten rules of increased rank is that you are not the most important person to your organization. Everybody else is. And if everybody else is more important than you are, you will naturally pay attention to them and serve them. So hopefully to them, but the good news is that you're part of the organization as well. So hopefully to them, you're the most important person in the organization. They will in turn serve you. Everyone is serving each other, and what has loosely been labeled as servant leadership. You will truly serve only what you love, because service is love made visible. If you love your friends, you will serve your friends. If you love money, you will serve money. If you love your community, you will serve your community. And if you love only yourself, you will serve only yourself, and you will have only yourself. I don't envy those people in that last category, because that will be their legacy. So no self-centeredness. Instead, try to serve others. In essence, set the right example and be a mentor. Encourage others to follow in your footsteps, one class at a time. And in closing, I'd like to apologize for being predictable. A few years ago, the New York Times analyzed hundreds of commencement speeches and found that the words love and service were some of the most used words. I can only hope that because of my speech today, boombox will come in a close third. Thank you for allowing me the honor of being with you here today. I am truly humbled. Congratulations again, class of 2016.
Thank you, Chief Segabarth. We appreciate you taking time to deliver our commencement address today.
And now, the moment that we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. Colonel Morrow, would you please join Chief Segabarth on stage for the presentation of diplomas?
With a degree in Air and Space Operations Technology, Staff Sergeant Elizabeth Berenshu.
Aircraft Armament Systems Technology, Senior Airman Melniqua Montgomery.
Aviation Maintenance Technology, Staff Sergeant Derek Dusenberry.
Also in that category, Staff Sergeant Nathan Ritz.
Also in that category, Staff Sergeant Anthony Rodriguez. Criminal Justice, Staff Sergeant Andrew Hopkins.
Always ready!
Also in that category, Staff Sergeant James Ray.
Always ready!
Also in that category, Technical Sergeant Anthony Simmons.
Always ready!
Same category, Technical Sergeant Raphael Simmons.
Always ready!
Same category, Airman First Class Dean Whiteheart.
Always ready!
Diagnostic Medical Sonography, Staff Sergeant Shania Dickey.
Is there a medic in the house? Hell yeah!
No, I don't think so.
Electronic Systems Technology, Senior Airman Cody Jones.
Hey, man!
Also in that category, Technical Sergeant Sean Katsoros.
Same category, Staff Sergeant Robert Stein.
Same category, Senior Airman Eduardo Tapia.
Also in the same category, Staff Sergeant Shanine High.
Healthcare Management, Staff Sergeant Cecilia Diaz.
Is there a medic in the house? Hell yeah!
That's my baby.
Information, Senior Airman Tanaya Graham. Sorry. It was Tanasia, wasn't it?
It's Tanisha.
It's Tanasia. I'm so sorry.
Same category, Staff Sergeant Kimberly Lipton.
Same category, Staff Sergeant Sierra Rogers.
Information Systems Technology, Senior Airman Ontario Davis.
Same category, Staff Sergeant Shande Moreno.
Target fire!
Intelligence Studies and Technology, Staff Sergeant Joe Arnold.
Same category, Technical Sergeant Antonio Nesby.
Logistics, Senior Airman Dustin Atkins.
Everybody wants some.
Also in logistics, Technical Sergeant Jesse Franklin.
Same category, Staff Sergeant David Campbell.
Same category, Staff Sergeant Aaron Lenhart.
Also in the same category, Tech Sergeant, Technical Sergeant Antonio Nesby.
Still in logistics, Senior Airman Adam Wynn.
Also in logistics, Technical Sergeant Robert Bryant.
Maintenance production, Senior Airman Brandon Burns.
Mechanical and Electrical Technology, Staff Sergeant Jonathan Johnson.
Paralegal, Technical Sergeant Angelo Makugai.
Restaurant, Hotel, and Fitness Management, Staff Sergeant Elizaveta Fedochu.
Transportation, Senior Airman Scott Clark.
Also in transportation, Staff Sergeant Marquise Cole.
Same category, Staff Sergeant Andrea Moffat.
Vehicle Maintenance, Senior Airman Jonathan Evans.
Same category. Same category, Senior Airman Romaine Reed.
Intelligence
Intelligence Studies and Technology, Airman First Class Michael Altman.
Same category, Staff Sergeant Michael Fusey.
Information Technology, Technical Sergeant Kenneth Nunnally.
Transportation, Staff Sergeant Kristen Blue.
And last but not least, Human Resource Management, Technical Sergeant Corey Green. Yes, sir, that was it, sir.
Okay, so I'm walking over here because all of you right now are important. So all the important people over here, so bear with me because I'm going to walk all the way down here. Wait for the last guy to make his way around. Watching. All right, there you go. All right. So we have one more little formality, so graduates, please stand. In accordance with the recommendation and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Community College of the Air Force, I confer upon you the degree earned with all the rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations. All right, so we also have a Rock the CCAF award. Never heard of it before, but it's okay. And it recognizes the squadron that has the most CCAF graduates in the class, or the term, not the class, the term. And it's a tie between the 51st MDOS and the 51st MDSS. So if I could get
Get a house! Hell yeah!
so Chief and Crystal, if you want to come up. Chief and Crystal. Chief.
Okay.
Bonus points if you jump up on stage.
Oh, that's, it takes two of us to do this.
It's a traveling.
All right, cool. So, okay.
All right. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm hot. So I'm gonna do some quick closing comments, and then we're gonna get out of here. Right? Is that? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I've got three things for you. Number one, right? Congratulations on behalf of Colonel Hansen, who would love to be here, but he's down at Kunsan flying in Max Thunder. This is a pretty significant achievement. And you heard Chief Segabarth say it's a milestone in your career, and I'll echo the same thing he said, right? Don't let it be the end, right? If you got your degree simply to make yourself promotable, you did it for the wrong reason, right? Your education has to continue. I've been in the Air Force now for a long time. I think I am the oldest dude wearing a uniform at Osan right now. So I've been serving for a long time. And here's what I'll tell you. Our Air Force doesn't get any easier. And what we need are men and women who can think through wicked tough problems, right? We heard Chief say it. The one thing, regardless of what your degree is, I guarantee you every single one of you was challenged to think in a way that's different from how you think every single day, right? That's what we need from our airmen, people who can think. Last thing I'll say is you didn't get here by yourself. I strongly doubt that any one of us anywhere in this crowd can say that we achieved any goal by ourselves. So I'm going to take a page from Major General Skeeter Rothstein's playbook. You have 24 hours to say thank you to somebody, right? Email is okay. Phone call, much better, right? And if you really, really want to be cool, take the time to write a note. Mom, dad, significant other, supervisor, whatever, say thank you, I got my degree, and tomorrow I'm starting on my bachelor's. All right? Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that we introduce to you today
The Osan Air Base Spring 2016 Community College of the Air Force graduates. Tony,